Hey guys, welcome back. This is going to be a collective reading for the full moon in Leo. So if you were drawn to watch this, whether it was during the premiere or afterwards, then this reading may resonate with you as I am tapping into the collective energy. And I've been feeling this energy coming through for the entire day, and I don't usually do collective readings on my YouTube. I usually reserve them for my Facebook, which go check me out on Facebook, and I might be live later tonight as well to talk more about this, but I felt the need to share this here on my larger platform. So I'm going to test it out, see if you guys like it. The energy that I've been feeling when I've been meditating on this full moon energy is kind of reminiscent, all right, back to the new moon that we had on August 8th of last year. So if you think back to August 8th of last year and, you know, what was going on with you, what was the energy that you were in, that might be a telltale sign of what you can expect as we go into this full moon period, okay? So think back to then. And then also when I was meditating on the energy, I clearly heard a Chris Stapleton and Justin Timberlake song, especially the part where he says, and I can't help myself, no, 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 caught up in the middle of it, maybe I'm looking for something I can't have. It's a really, really awesome song. But caught up in the middle of it, okay, that stuck out to me, and maybe I'm looking for something I can't have, and that stuck out to me as well. You might resonate with that song or actually be hearing that randomly during this time frame, or go check out the lyrics as well. But it's the sense of, one, there being an error of knowing what you want, right? But feeling that there's some sort of barrier or blockage from you getting to be able to receive it, okay? There even could be like temptation going around in the energy, you know, creeping up in whatever kind of way. Because the retrogrades were here, there's also this past nostalgia type of energy showing up for the collective. So there could be temptations from the past coming through, or, you know, things that you wanted for in the past that are now maybe getting ready and ripe to come into fruition, okay? So something you used to think you couldn't have, now becoming possible to you, and needing to make a decision around that is what I'm feeling. So, you know, pay attention to that as we go forward into these next few days, as that might present itself to you. This energy is also about, you know, not really backing down either, right? Because Leo is a fixed energy. And if you're a fixed sign, then you would understand this better than the other signs. But it's kind of like, you know, knowing what you want and not backing down from that, not accepting less than that, making your needs known. This is a good time too to set boundaries and to make your needs well known to whoever you're interacting with, or maybe in the job or whatever, you know. It's a good time to kind of like lay it all out. On the brighter side, right, this energy is talking about connecting with your inner child, right? Because Leo is, to me, associates with the inner child, and bringing that kind of playful pep in your step back, right? And not getting so serious about things that don't really need your time and attention anymore, that you can kind of let go to the wayside. Finding activities that kind of bring out that inner child in you, that make you feel as positive as possible. And gosh, I was watching another video earlier today from another reader that I really respect, and she was saying, you know, the closer you are to your inner child, the closer to God, the closer to source, right? Because we're never as close to our true selves, our source, our higher selves, than when we are children. Before the world kind of teaches it out of us, beats it out of us, creates submission from us. It's like, it's so easy to find joy and satisfaction for children because they are still in that pure essence, but that inner child lives within all of us. And the more that you can tap into your inner child, the closer you are to, you know, being true to who you really are, which is a loving, happy, satisfied person, right? And, you know, as life goes forward, sometimes when we hit hardships or we don't get what we want, because they're giving me that song again, maybe I'm wanting something I can't have. When that mentality kind of kicks in and we start believing, well, you know, we have to put up with things rather than go for what we want, that's when life becomes difficult. And the reason it feels difficult is because that's not how you were intended to live. You didn't come here to accept less than. You are. And you are divine. So you are worthy of receiving that throughout your entire life, not just your early adulthood or childhood or young life, right? So something to keep in mind, that anything is possible, especially as we go through 2022, especially as we go into these energies that are coming up. It's like I'm feeling excited about this upcoming year, because I feel like the possibilities are endless, right? And yeah, this full moon is just making me feel like very, very hopeful for the collective at large when it comes to reconnecting with who we really are. So those are the channeled messages that I received when I was meditating for the collective. I hope that resonated with you guys. I'm going to pull some tarot real quick as well to see if we can't get a little bit more detailed for the collective, but not too many cards, as I do like to keep it general when I'm speaking to all of you, right? But I did get a card out there just when I was playing with my cards, and it's the 6th house, all right, Virgo energy for some of you. But this is talking about paying attention to the details, okay, whether that be in work or in relationships or in your everyday life. It talks about health and well-being and getting more organized and concentrating on your skills and how you can grow your skill set. It's talking about development of self, okay? So if you'd been focused, you know, in other areas that were not about your self-development, this energy is also calling you to look at your own self-development. Yeah, it's nice to be in a relationship and it's good to know what other people are doing and up to, but at the end of the day, you got one person and one person only, and that's yourself. And if you're not working to develop that, you know, and get to know yourself, then you're never going to feel satisfied, right? So the quickest way to get satisfied is to get into that sweet spot of knowing that, you know, that you can get to know who you are as you go through life. And actually, it's quite exciting to figure out new things about yourself and teach yourself new things and show yourself what you're capable of, collective. Because some of y'all have been holding yourself back from what you're capable of for fear of repercussion, fear of, you know, failure, fear of maybe putting yourself out there and what other people will think about that. But you know what Abraham Hicks says about the good opinion of others, you know, you got to take it with a grain of salt, because nobody knows you except you. Nobody knows you except you. Truly, truly knows your soul, your mind, your heart. People can relate to that. You can feel very close to people. You can have soulmates that get you, but nobody understands you like you do. And so it's important to get a good understanding of yourself and to love yourself in that way. And I also feel like that's what the energy coming in is about as well for the collective, all right? Yeah, 6 of Swords. So there might also, be some resolutions coming in, solutions. If you had been looking or solving problems. So there could be that energy going on. It's like coming to some sort of resolute understanding. If you had been waiting for the resolution of something, that may also be possible during this full moon. Not just today and tomorrow, but I feel the full moon energy lingers about, 7 to 14 days afterwards. But especially during these next 48 hours, all right? So some sort of resolution coming in here. So let's see what else the collective can expect during this time frame. Ooh. 2 of inspiration, 6 of material in the reverse, 3 of voices. Okay, so I'm getting like you're going to need to be able to see beyond the current situation, okay? Because there's a big push coming through in the energy for the collective. And it's going to require you to be able to see beyond what is the current reality. And really, that is the only way to effectively move yourself out of like a stagnant space or a stage of your life where you're feeling a bit stuck, is to allow yourself to imagine and to feel what it's going to feel like when you move past that. And that kind of hurries it along. So there's something here about needing to really concentrate your energy and your mind to be outside of your current reality, to kind of push yourself outside of that. All right. So hold on a second. Sorry about that. I had a quick distraction. But spending some time in imaginative thought, right? Spending some time thinking about, oh gosh, it's going to be so nice when. But then really feeling that, because you don't have to wait till then to feel good. You can feel good now in the knowing that what you want in the future is coming to you as soon as you can feel the essence of having it now. So it does not serve you, collective, to hold off from being happy, waiting for a certain person, place, or thing to come into your life, because actually that pushes it away. And so the message really is to find a way to create that satisfaction, to create that happiness right here and right now, and know that what you want is yours. Asking it is given, okay? And the quicker you can do that, and then that may mean distracting yourself from the current reality of something, the faster the improvement comes in. And so really needing to get into that mindset these next 48 hours, right? Especially during this full moon, because I always feel like the energy is intensified, meaning that yes, it creates big waves of emotion for the collective, but it also creates like the perfect energy to be able to manifest quickly what it is that you want if you're able to tap into the energy correctly. So, meditate. I would suggest meditating if you're able to tonight and tomorrow morning, and just for 10 or 15 minutes, quiet your mind, sit in a quiet place, not to ask for anything, not to find a solution, just simply to shut your mind off. And when you come out of that meditation, I want you to drink a huge glass of water, because water also helps to move the energy in your body. And then write down what it is that you're wanting, but make it about the feeling that you want, not the person, not the item, not the job. What is the feeling that you want? Go deeper into it, and then write that down, and then allow yourself to kind of sit and imagine what that's going to feel like. And you can evoke, they call this invocation, you can invoke through your mind what that would feel like, and begin to feel it. Now this is called conscious manifestation, and when you can get into that spot, it just starts to happen. It just starts to come in. So if you can hit that sweet spot, right, over these next 2 days, then there might be some resolution or solution made evident to you through your desire, but also through your release of resistance. Okay. And so I guess I go into all of that because some of you need to actually do that in order to push past the reality of something that maybe you've spent too much time dwelling on that hasn't changed. And that is what is going to change that and propel you forward, okay, is the message that I'm getting. What else? Yeah, because to get a little bit more specific, some of you may have been heavily focused on the hurt of something, or maybe, you know, childhood trauma or some sort of wounding that occurred, and not really getting anywhere with that, not really getting around that. And that's exactly how you're going to be able to come to this resolution, is by doing the exercise that I just gave you. That's going to allow you to kind of push and clear the energy out, and then look at all of the inspiration that's coming in, especially through the heart chakra, which I think is important to note, because Leo, to me, is representation of the heart chakra. Okay, so some of you might also experiencing like a heart chakra opening during this time frame. Maybe there's been things that you didn't even realize you were still carrying inside of you, and maybe, you know, figuring out through being triggered that, wow, I didn't know that I still hadn't gotten over that. I thought I had gotten over that, but I guess I haven't, because here it is again. And like recognizing something in yourself, and then being able to heal it because you recognize it as something that you no longer resonate with, that's a part of you that doesn't serve you anymore, that, you know, you don't need to carry that with you anymore, and like truly letting it go, right? I'll give you a perfect example. Say you've had your heart broken in the past, and that created like trust issues and defensiveness. So because of that, everyone that comes into your life, whether they're well-intending or bad-intending, you tend to not trust them and be a bit defensive and guarded, and therefore push people away. Because it's a trained reaction based off of wounding that you have not let go of. And then coming to the awareness, okay, that, hey, I am actually creating more suffering by holding on to that than I am bringing love into my life. And decidedly changing that behavior to be more open and receptive, and to give people the benefit of the doubt, because the true you always gives people the benefit of the doubt. Your higher self always gives everyone the benefit of the doubt, because it's pure love, you know. And then realigning yourself with that, and no longer poo-pooing your emotional guidance system, right? So there could be also that resolute energy, that healing energy coming in through the heart chakra, things that you need to release so that you can realign with your loving self. And as I look down, it's the 10 of Voices and the Sun card. And you see how she's just kind of surrendering to the energy here. And then what comes in? Healing in the heart chakra. Healing in the heart chakra. The 2 of Cups underneath that. Some of you might be healing a specific relationship during this time frame as well. You know, but it could just be the healing going on within yourself, as this is a high level collective energy reading. But the 4 of Voices, you see how peaceful this person feels after kind of letting go here and opening up their heart chakra. So there's peace of mind coming in for the collective. And yes, the Ace of Materials, a chance to begin again. Except this time, y'all, when you begin again, you're beginning with a new mindset, a new understanding of yourself and how this works, a new understanding of your boundaries and what you want. And if you had settled for less than what you wanted in the past, that's why that song came through. There's no need to settle moving forward, right? Because you've grown, and now you can attract that of which you are now a match to, which pales in comparison to what you used to be a match to. Or let me restate that. What you used to be a match to pales in comparison to what's coming in for the new version of you. Isn't that wonderful? So, wow, I'm going to leave it there for now. I hope that made sense to you. Let me know if you like the collective readings. Just sampling some new things. Like I said, you can check me out on Facebook and Instagram as well, as I do have videos over there, and I'll probably go live and talk more about the full moon on my Facebook later. either tonight or tomorrow. So all of it linked in the description box below, as well as in the about section. Just know that I'm wishing my collective the very, very best. It's nothing but love from me to you. I hope you have a beautiful night. And until next time, my friends, namaste. Bye.